All right, so I got, so what this is that awning sash, and so this is, well, this is an awning sash, this is a double hung sash, this is where the awning sash is now, this was what was there. We're gonna extract some of the wavy glass out of it. Here's what's, I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Can see if you can get a reflection of the lights in there. And I want to see if you can see the consistency of the wave from piece to piece to piece. Okay? It's like the kind of wave that's in there is consistent, right? And what it tells me is that this piece here was once one piece of glass laid over the top of the sash and then cut into place, right? So what I'm going to try to do is take these pieces of glass, which were positioned this way in the opening, all right, and then put them in the sash the same order. Wouldn't that be cool? That would be cool, right? I've got these nails sticking out. Here we go, ready? I'm just gonna. Man, I am gonna totally jack this sash. Another skill I obtained from my days framing houses. Here's something really cool. You want to know what a quality, you know you have a quality sash when the muntins, or this double hung sash, are nailed from top to bottom. And this had a nail in it. See how the tenon goes down, it went down into that mortise right there? So that actually serves to hold the bottom of this up so gravity doesn't cause it to bow. So that's really, this was a quality sash installed in the wrong way in a weird spot. Maybe they caulked this baby shut. Oh, there we go. Oh, I love, you can see how it's all constructed. That's pretty cool, right? What's interesting too is if you compare these tenons here, these tenons look fresh and brand new. Compare that with these down here, those have taken on some water over the years, right? So I thought that's kind of interesting. Yeah, this is the one I want. There we go. Okay, this is the piece I want. Okay. Here's something else that's interesting to note. I mean, if you really want to study, look, you see this line right here that goes across here? It continues here to there, it goes up over there, jumps that month in there, carries on, jumps there, continues on. What that tells you is that the people who painted this house, painted the window, they used a spray mask on here. They put a liquid mask over the top of this and they sprayed it. And then they took their knife and they cut the paint line. But what people don't realize is that when they do that, they compromise the paint seal. This paint is supposed to be used as a tool to seal the water out. And this is actually the top of this sash. So here, water is always traveling in the direction with gravity down. So you can see, I've got those same cuts right here, look. See, and you can see the overspray here, okay? Maybe where it wasn't masked properly, but you can see the line carries through right there. That's the cut. You've got another line right there. This one, I guess it was never sealed properly at all, but this is the cut there. You can see how the cut just continues across. And what that what that does is that opens up the window to the elements. So like when water travels down this, you know, the water picks up all the dust that's on the window, not all of it, but you know, a sample of it, and carries it inside, and that's what starts the rot process. Takes the fungal spores up to the inside, and you know, that's where they start to have their party, you know. That's why it's important to understand when you're painting that you're not just changing the color from, you know, from blue to red or from white to purple or, you know, green to orange. What you're doing is you're actually working to protect your investment. And if you're just polishing with no protection, then, you know, then long term, it's, you know, you're just gonna bite the bullet later. You know, it's just the way it is. I don't know how I'm gonna get this stuff out. I don't want to break the glass, you know. I mean, usually you can, you know what I'm saying? It just kind of falls out by now. Maybe this has got some caulking in it. Maybe that's what's going on. Yeah, that's definitely some caulking, you know. Caulking bad. All right, so I'm gonna bust out a tool. What tool am I gonna bust out? This one, okay? Just a little razor blade from, where is it from? It's from, I think this is from Walmart, actually. Gosh, maybe I should have put this in the steamer. I didn't really expect it to be this complicated, actually. Getting this out. It's so crazy, man, because you would think, you know what happened? I bet. Well, maybe, I don't know. If somebody caulked this from maybe they caulked it from the inside. Let's try that. That's probably what happened, right? Maybe. Oh, look, there it comes. There it goes. All right. So this was the outside of that one. Yeah. Okay, so let's put this over here. I think that's the way that goes. Golly, man. These razor blades are pretty. I like using these things because they can slide up under there. That's kind of cool, right? You know? Can I get that off? Let's see. Oh, okay, there we go. That's good. Man. Okay, put that back there. Okay, keep this like this, right? And then, should I try the hammer trick again? I don't know. Let's see. This one was this way, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Keep my hand out of the path of the blade. Ask me how I know, kids. I've done it. Been bleeding all over the place. Matter of fact, I got gangrene in my arm from a razor blade just like this. I was cutting the box with it. I was just playing around. I was late teens. And I popped myself in the wrist right there. Boom. And then I didn't think about it. And then I went to work and we were doing like tearing up rotten floor or whatever, and then we took it to the dump, and actually we were at this dumping place where we could set it on fire, and that was fun. But while I was there, I started to get this gaseous feeling under my arm. So that was back in the day of the payphones. So I got in the truck and I went out of the dump. I found a payphone at the nearest stop and go. I called my dad and said, "Dad, I got this air under my skin, you know?" And his first thing was, "It'll probably be better tomorrow, you know?" And he says, "No, matter of fact, I've got a bad feeling about this. You better go to the hospital." And so I went to the hospital, and I was, the typical thing, you got, the emergency room, you go check in and stuff like that. And I'm expecting, because I've been to the emergency room before, to wait an extraordinarily long time, 2 or 3 hours to be seen by the doc. But guess what happened? That's not what happened. What happened was, they said, "What? You have air under your skin?" Huh. It took me back around immediately like that. And I had an IV in my arm so fast, it was crazy. It turns out I had gangrene, and they had me in surgery, you know, like within the hour, you know, and stuff like that. And it was crazy, man. Thanks, Goldie. So far, so good. Haven't broken a piece yet. Trip, fall. All right, so I'm gonna put it right here in this, and that right there, so that I can let it soak, right? See how I'm letting it soak? You know, soaking.